The stifling warmth of the June night clung heavily to the air as darkness draped over the village. The sudden power outage and the creepy silence added an eerie to the atmosphere. Exhausted from a grueling day of work, I staggered through the oppressive blackness to find refuge on the rooftop of my house, seeking solace in the cool night breeze. As I lay on my makeshift bed, I have a really bad headache and feel like throwing up, while the body urging me to surrender to the sweet escape of sleep. Just as my eyelids grew heavy, an abrupt jolt of agony ripped through my legs and torso, tearing me from the brink of slumber. It felt as though an otherworldly force had wielded a razor-sharp instrument, slicing into my flesh. My eyes snapped open, and in the dim moonlight I beheld a gruesome sight. 3 long straight lines etched across my legs, soaked in a pool of my own blood, and a vertical slash marking my torso. The pain was an instinctively wake-up call, amplifying my senses. Panic set in as I struggled to comprehend the strange and disturbing scene that unfolded before me. Yet the nightmare didn't end there. A sinister presence lingered nearby, a malevolent force that seemed to revel in the agony it had wrought upon me. Summoning the strength to investigate, I hobbled to the edge of the roof, peering into the darkness below. There, I caught a fleeting glimpse of a monstrous figure, colossal, hairy, and oddly reminiscent of a horrifying fusion between human and primate. Its long, gnarled nails glinted in the scant moonlight as it scampered away from my ruined sanctuary. Fear gripped me, but a surge of determination propelled me to action. Descending from the roof, I dialed the authorities, recounting the nightmarish encounter. The wail of sirens heralded the arrival of an ambulance and police officers, led by Officer Path, the seasoned chief of police at Kuldhara, Uttaka. As the doctor tended to my wounds, collecting crucial blood samples, Officer Path sought my assistance. He implored me to recall every detail, to aid their composite artist in sketching the monstrous entity that had left its mark on my flesh. Next morning, when I woke up, I went to get the paper and I heard my neighbor talking about a monkey man and how it attacked me and almost killed me, but I luckily survived, and also warned him to lock his door and windows during the night. After I was done with breakfast, my friends Shad and Malik came to visit me. I told them what happened the previous night. Shad, Samir, 2 days ago, I heard the crazy lady in our village scheming that he will come, and he will kill all of us. And when he comes, he will attack a man during the night and will almost kill him. Malik, stop. You know that she went crazy after her son died in the mountains. Shad, yes, but we can't ignore the facts, right? Malik, okay, if you have that much confides in her, then let's go and ask her what's going to happen next. Who is the monkey man going to kill next? Replied by a strong and dissatisfied voice. The following evening, I and my friends Shad and Malik cautiously approached the crazy lady's dwelling, seeking answers to the cryptic warning she had uttered. Walking up the creaky path towards her house, we noticed the air around her house seemed charged with an inexplicable energy. The crazy lady had her eyes wide and vacant, greeted us with an unsettling smile. As we inquired about the monkey man and the impending danger, her voice echoed eerily through the dimly lit room. "Hello, children. I know you will come me to know about him," she said. "Before knowing about him, let me tell you my name that you can call me. You can call me Dajaya," she said and continued. "He comes from the mountains. she whispered, her words sending shivers down our spines. A vengeful spirit, seeking retribution for the wrongs done to him. Dujaya recounted a tale of an ancient curse, a tragedy that befell her family in the depths of the nearby mountains. The monkey man, once a man wronged and transformed into a malevolent entity, sought revenge on the villagers. She spoke of a dark pact, sealed by blood and despair. Dread filled the room as Dujaya warned that the entity was relentless, marking those he intended to harm. The next victim, she revealed, would be chosen based on a twisted sense of justice. As her words hung in the air, the weight of impending doom settled upon us. The weight of Dujaya's words hung in the air like a thick fog, and we exchanged nervous glances. Malik, always the skeptic, couldn't help but crack a joke to ease the tension. Malik: "So, we're dealing with a vengeful mountain monkey man with a twisted sense of justice. Fantastic. I always wanted a little more drama in my life." Dujaya shot her a disapproving look. But even Shad, who had a knack for finding humour in dire situations, managed a faint smile. Despite the gravity of the situation, Malik's attempt at humour seemed to break the ice. "Dujaya, child, this is no laughing matter. The monkey man is real, and he's a force to be reckoned with. His rage knows no bounds." Malik: "No bounds, huh? I bet he's got a monkey business card and everything. Professional avenger, specializing in nightly mayhem." Dujaya's stern expression softened and she chuckled. Even I, who usually took things seriously, couldn't help but crack a smile. The unexpected humour brought an unexpected lightness to the room. Me: "All right, enough jokes. What can we do to protect ourselves and the village from this monkey vendetta?" Dujaya grew serious again and began sharing ancient rituals and protective talismans that were said to ward off the monkey man's wrath. As she spoke, Malik couldn't resist muttering under her breath. Malik: "Wonder if they sell those talismans on Amazon Prime. 2-day delivery to protect against monkey curses." I elbowed her discreetly, but Dujaya, surprisingly, joined in the banter. Dujaya: "Ah, yes, the modern age of primeval protection. Perhaps I should consider a side hustle on the internet." We all burst into laughter, the absurdity of the situation blending with the humour. In the midst of it all, Dujaya's mystical knowledge and Malik's irreverent wit created an oddly harmonious dynamic. With newfound determination and a touch of humour, we set out to prepare the village for the impending threat, armed with ancient rituals, protective talismans, and a sprinkle of sarcastic commentary. Little did we know this bizarre blend of mysticism and mockery might be just what we needed to face the impending monkey man vendetta with a touch of laughter amid the chaos. The oppressive heat of the June night wrapped around me like a suffocating embrace as darkness enveloped the village, swallowing every trace of light. A sudden power outage plunged the world into an eerie silence, amplifying the sense of dread that hung heavy in the air. Exhausted from a day of labour, I sought refuge on the rooftop, hoping the cool night breeze would offer solace. But as I lay there, on the precipice of sleep, a searing agony tore through my body, jolting me, awake. My eyes flew open to a horrifying tableau. My legs and torso slashed with deep, bloody wounds, the unmistakable mark of a savage attack. Panic surged through me as I struggled to comprehend the nightmare unfolding before me. In the dim moonlight, I glimpsed the monstrous figure responsible for my torment. a grotesque hybrid of man and beast, its eyes gleaming with malevolent hunger as it vanished into the shadows. Summoning every ounce of courage, I reached for my phone and dialed for help, my voice trembling as I recounted the horrors that had befallen me. But even as I spoke, a chilling realization settled over me. The true horror had only just begun. As dawn broke, whispers of the monkey man spread like wildfire through the village, each tale more terrifying than the last. With each passing moment, the darkness seemed to grow thicker, suffocating me with the weight of impending doom. With trembling hands, I clutched the talisman given to me by Dojaya, praying that its ancient magic would offer some shred of protection. But deep down, I knew that in the face of such unspeakable evil, even the strongest charms were little more than feeble wards against the horrors that lurked in the shadows. As night fell once more, every sound became a harbinger of terror, every shadow a lurking threat. And as the hours stretched on, I knew that I was no longer safe, for the monkey man prowled the darkness, his hunger for vengeance insatiable, his thirst for blood unquenchable. In the heart of a bustling village nestled between rugged hills and lush greenery, there stood a majestic mansion known as Nelame House. Its walls echoed tales of glory and prestige, for it belonged to the illustrious Nelame family, revered for generations for their honor and integrity. At the helm of this dynasty was Rahim Khan Nelame, a man of unwavering principles and a heart as vast as the open skies. Rahim Khan's every action was guided by a deep sense of honor, and he carried himself with a dignity that commanded respect from all who knew him. However, the tranquility of Nelame House was soon disrupted by whispers of deceit and betrayal. Rumors began to swirl through the village like a tempest, accusing Rahim Khan's own kin of treachery. It was said that his nephew, Amir, harbored ambitions that eclipsed his loyalty to the family. Despite Rahim Khan's reluctance to believe such slander, evidence slowly began to mount against Amir. Whispers grew louder, painting a picture of greed and manipulation, with Amir at its center. One fateful night, as the moon cast an ethereal glow over Nelame House, Rahim Khan received a letter. Its contents shook him to his core. It bore witness to Amir's conniving schemes, revealing his plans to usurp the family fortune and tarnish the Nelame name. Rahim Khan's heart sank as he grappled with the harsh reality before him. The dilemma weighed heavy on his shoulders, torn between familial loyalty and the preservation of honor. But in the end, there could be no compromise. With a heavy heart and a resolve as unyielding as steel, Rahim Khan made his decision. The next morning, the village awoke to a sight that would be forever etched in their memories. Rahim Khan stood at the gates of Nelame House, flanked by his loyal servants and villagers gathered from near and far. In a voice that echoed with authority, he proclaimed Amir's betrayal to all who would listen. Amir's protestations fell on deaf ears as Rahim Khan decreed his banishment from Nelame House and disinheritance from the family fortune. The weight of Rahim Khan's judgment bore down on Amir, his once proud stature now reduced to that of a mere shadow. As Amir left Nelame House, his footsteps echoed the lament of a man, consumed by his own greed. Meanwhile, Rahim Khan stood tall, his resolve unshaken, for he knew that true honor could never be tarnished by deceit. In the years that followed, Nelame House remained a bastion of integrity, a testament to the enduring legacy of Rahim Khan, and his unwavering commitment to honor. And though the echoes of betrayal may linger, they serve as a reminder that true honor will always prevail in the face of adversity.